Well, hello there, and welcome to day 4 of our 30-day challenge on doing something new, establishing new habits. And we are reading 10 pages of a marketing book for 30 days. And the book we selected was Duct Tape Marketing. Oh my goodness. So, here is what I learned from today's 10 pages. We need a director of marketing. Like, I didn't realize there was so much to marketing. And so it's like when you start your own business, when they say you don't know what you don't know, like you don't know what you don't know. And reading this book, I'm only on page I think we just ended with page 51 today. And the reality is there is so much to marketing. So if ask yourself, you know what? Can I handle all this or do I need to hire a director of marketing? You need a director of marketing, a director of sales, human resources, like all of it. But today I want to focus in on your brand and your logo is what they were like really talking about today. And yesterday we were talking about your talking logo. And if you really spend some concerted effort on figuring that out, then that's going to roll very nicely into creating your brand. And you're just like, I did all of this out of order, but shout out to Roy Hall Jr. for creating my logo because he did an amazing job and he asked all the right questions as well as even down to colors. So I can remember giving him my colors and I could tell that he was basically like, why do you have those colors? And it really was because of the colors that were in the dress that I had on. Clearly, that is not the reason to select colors for marketing. And your colors should be specific to what you're trying to accomplish. Like, who knew that there was so much into colors and selecting colors? But when you think about your talking logo and then your brand and your logo, you want your logo to be like super cool and tied to your talking logo. So if you can master that, your customers and the logo should speak to your customers. And then if you can master that, then people are going to just flock to you because everything about what you're doing is customer focused. And who doesn't love a brand that focuses on their customers? I know I do. I like to be the top priority when I'm making a purchase. And I know you do too. And so when we think about that, and it also talked about this in terms of your logo, your brand, who your customer is, your customer expects you to have a certain look. I know, right? So what did the book mean by this? If you're selling to corporate, the people you are selling to expect you to have a certain look. Just think about if you're selling to athletes. If you were to sell to athletes and you were to walk into a presentation with a three-piece suit on, and unless it was like some, Gucci with your Gucci shoes or whatever, but athletes are going to want you to probably have on the newest Jordans or the newest whatever. So, and for whatever reason, if you're going to speak to athletes and you potentially have on the newest Jordans or the shoe that nobody can get and you got it, like I'm sure that room of athletes are going to really lock in if for no other reason to ask you, how did you get those shoes and nobody else could get them? So when we're thinking about marketing, we even have to think about how we show up to the audience and how we show up to our customers. Because here's the thing, if we are not showing up with a look that our customers are going to be attracted to, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to draw our customers to us instead of having to go out and find them and, I don't know why I was like looking under rocks, looking for our customers. When we show up in a manner that appeals to them, then it becomes a no-brainer. And that's what we want to be. We want it to be such that the way we look, the way we show up is welcoming, is a no-brainer for our clients, that they want to do business with us. At the end of the day, that's what we want. We want to set ourselves up in a way that our target audience wants to do business with us. Why? Because to be quite honest, because I like the way we look. How many times, and I don't want to be shallow about this, but how many times have you not, if you're going to be honest with yourself, how many times have you not done business with somebody because you didn't like the way they look, or you didn't like what they said to you, or you didn't like something about them that could have been a little bit shallow? But if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. At the end of the day, if I don't, they know, like, and trust, then I'm not going to buy from you. Or if I don't like the way you look, I'm not going to buy from you. So let's be honest with ourselves and then take these principles and just show up for our customers. I believe that if we completely keep our customers in mind, that they will gravitate to us, and then we will be the marketing beast that we want to be. So, do you need a director of marketing is the question. And if you're like me, just reading this duct tape marketing book has made me realize, like, you need a director of marketing. So that's what we got for today, day 4 of our challenge. I hope you are working on creating a new habit, because that's what this 30-day challenge is all about. And I am coming to you live so that I keep myself accountable and don't fall off, because, oh my goodness, today we didn't even have electricity, and I just had to finagle and make it work. And so that would be the tip, is regardless of what's going on in your life, you just got to make it work, and you got to keep showing up. So I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but thank you so much. Drop in the comments what you're working on, or what new habit that you want to establish, and let's just rock this out together. Until tomorrow.